in my studios right about now, I have, a very young gentleman, not even up and coming. This man has made a name for himself. I'm talking about Mekai Curtis. You might know him as Kanan on Raising Kanan, Power Book 3 out of the Power series. And man, I'm glad to have you with me on the show today. All right, man. So
Man,
congratulations
glad to be
on
here,
all the
bro.
success.
Appreciate you, King. Thank you, sir.
No doubt, man. Before we get started, man, for people that don't know or might not have seen you, prior to Power, the series Raising Kanan,
Hmm.
I gotta give out some of your credits, man, like Arrested Development, Kirby Buckets, Girl Meets World, and even a movie credit for Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, and Very Bad Day, man. So salute to you, man.
That's love, man. We out here moving.
You out here working. I see you. So you was born in New Jersey, man. What was your real big break TV film?
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Cut out for a
I
second.
see you was born in Jersey, but how did you get your break into TV and film out in Cali?
Man, okay, see that's two different stories right there. The initial break and the breakout in Cali, that's kind of it's like an 8 year gap or something like that. But I was like 12. I
Okay.
got hurt playing football. My mother was like, "Yeah, no, never again." So I was off the middle school team and all this, whatever. But uh, I was sitting in the room doing damn physical therapy one day on my shoulder, and I heard that on the radio that Disney was having this like open casting call in Missouri. I convinced my parents to take me there. We drove halfway across the country, got there, was there for a weekend. The team loved me, and they were like, "Hey, he basically needs to be in LA." So we went back to Jersey, sold the crib, and packed up our little blue expedition and drove 3,000 miles across the country. And that's where it really started. Just plugging away, grinding it out. That's why I did the rest development. That's why I did. That's why I did the Kirby buckets and all of that. That's all what kind of led to me being here.
So that had to be some pressure as a kid, man. Your family uprooting and moving to a whole nother city and the weight's on your shoulders. So how did it feel?
Man, honestly, I hadn't even looked at it like that in that moment. My parents luckily didn't even add that pressure to me. It was like we see the talent, we see the seed. He wants to do it. Let's water it. Let's cultivate this for him. And that's all it's been really. Is they took me out there. They trusted me. They said give it all you can, and that's all it's been. Is just them constantly pushing and keeping my head focused, eyes on the prize. Especially when it gets hard and you're hearing all these no's a lot of the time. It's easy to get discouraged because there was a slight time after a little bit where I was like, damn, like we're all out here, and there's this, everybody's saying no. I know I got to keep going, but it does suck. This is annoying. This is
Right.
something I want to do. But yeah, that was really all it was. Just my family always showing love and keeping me, going.
So getting into the role of Kanan and the Power Book series, what's it like playing the role of a villain, man? Because you're like the center villain of the show,
Hmm.
that Ghost and Tommy, what I'm saying, aspired to be. So
Right.
for you to fill those shoes, did you have to work on your mean mug and really dig deep into this role? What did it take to dive into this role?
Man, yo, that's such a layered question, man. It's dope because I'm glad that you actually called him the bad guy because that's the whole point in the story we're telling now with Raising Canaan is
Right.
he's not a bad guy, but you'll see why he was a bad guy. You know, um, and that's what's happening throughout just the entirety of Raising Canaan is you're watching all of the choices and the environments and the people that he was around that turned him into the bad guy we saw in Raising Canaan. I mean, not Raising Canaan, in the original Power. You're
Right.
watching all of this unfold for this young man. So you're essentially starting with a blank slate of a person who has the same name and the same mannerisms and stuff, but you get to go on this journey and watch all of it stack up and how that wall around his heart and all of this guardness that he has and why he's always mean mugging people. That's what you're watching happen. So there are parts, where I mean, I guess you kind of did have to like work on the meme mode, but it was really more so about just the emotional journey that this character's going on. You're going to see an emotional Kanan before you see a numb Kanan, you know.
Well, without revealing too much, Omar Epps plays detective in the show, and your father, unbeknownst to you, will there be a point in the show that you find out that he is or was your father?
Dog, I don't even know that one. You got to go talk to Sasha, the showrunner and the
Okay.
creator of this whole joint, because he, you know, one thing about Sasha and everybody on the show is they give you just enough information, you know,
Right.
to work with what you need, which is perfectly fine. It actually adds, I think, another element of surprise and you know, realness and just authenticity to what's happening, because you're kind of genuinely experiencing everything that's happening um, in that moment, in that time, on that page, which is what, you know, just it adds to the sparks that you're seeing on camera, man. So I really don't know when he finds out. I'll be on set like, yo, I can't wait to see what happens when Kanan finds out that this is his father and that she sent this man, like she sent him to do this. It's exciting, man. I can't wait.
Well, one thing that I could say watching the series, you know, one thing that I really admire is that, you know, I grew up in the 90s. So I really, you know, love the fact of what they did on the set with the clothes, man, the gear. I mean, everything from the 40 below boots to the butter leathers to the, you know, the
To the
sneakers,
Bo
polo.
Jacksons.
Yeah. So I really love it, man. So
Going back to what you were saying, that, you know, just being able to step into this part of the culture, man, because, you know, a lot of 90s fashion is a cultural staple. A lot of it is, you know, making this return to what you see in the streetwear and just fashion period now. So getting to, you know, be a part of be a part of, you know, the initiation of that is dope, man. It's just the flavors are there, and it's dope getting to step into this world and actually the attention to detail from the clothes to the cars to the props. It's fun, man. I'm loving it all.
well, man, I want to say salute to you. Thank you again for your time. The season finale, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, is this Sunday. It airs at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all make sure y'all check that out on the Stars Network. Thank you, brother. Keep doing what you do, man. Till we speak again, man. Keep doing what you do, man. Love you, bro. Y'all check out Raising Kanan this Sunday. Part 3, the season finale is going down 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Stars Network. All right, salute.